All right, welcome back, welcome back. All right, so there's a small clip here that I wanted to react to from Daddy Free's platform. Let me give him his due credit as usual. But yes, these are the reasons why I will need to join some of that conversation, because he has much of a larger platform. And yes, when I do get a chance, if I have the time, opportunity, I will join the conversations, because these are very, 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 very dangerous rhetorics. Not because the people saying it are wrong. It has nothing to do with wrong or right and wrong, whatever you want to call it. It's because there's additional context. As always, you are already right.
You're right.
Right? I would never want to take away your right to be right, okay? Because I don't know your personal situation. I think people, for the most part, when they create this type of rhetoric, they're coming from an authentic place. They're trying to help, oftentimes. But then, obviously, the results we're creating is not working. Now, I don't have all of the solutions, but I have a perspective, and I think these perspectives are a special gift, particularly from God, and I want to add them when necessary, particularly from a place of adding context to the conversation. Okay, so when I do get a chance, well, many of you are Daddy Freeze fan. I am a Daddy Freeze fan. I enjoy the content, so I will add anytime I get a chance. If I have the time, if I have the environment. I haven't had it. The first chance that I was supposed to have was basically you know, the first chance I was supposed to have was, you know, he took me out of contest. He blocked me. He's unblocked me since then. He's apologized. But I will be joining the conversation when I do have a chance. I might be, if I have the time. But I've always reacted to his content. This is another piece of content that we're going to react to really quickly. But we need to adjust some of this rhetoric. But let me just play this video and then we'll take it from there.
We make the woman not to humble herself. Baba, I agree with you. I second you. Environment will change you. See now, women don't go to different WhatsApp group where we say, now there they ginger them. If my woman enter WhatsApp group, I go tell her make it exit. I go to beg her. They go mislead her. You see, all this Saturday, oh, I'm there. I will not allow my woman to go. Reduce the way you relate with the West African communities. Reduce it. I beg. They work out with white people. Church, select church. I go make sure, make everybody come for me. No go select church. Come they go greet everybody. Once you enter select church, enter, come out. Redeem church. If you can hook up online. Don't go to enter redeem church. If you go to that church, face your business. Don't discuss your marriage with your pastor. Don't discuss it with other brethren. Any church where you go, just go to that church and come back. Don't go to women association in the church. Good.
All right, the issue here is not the particulars of what he's saying. He has his right to his opinion. The main issue here is the people listening to this, the major emotions that's probably going to play a part in interpreting what he's saying is fear. Nothing good is going to come out of that, okay? Fear. We're talking about romantic relations. We're talking about fear. It can't work. There's another video I'm going to see if I can respond to by Dr. Larry Olushola, where he talked about love and freedom, liberty. Freedom, liberty, they have to go together. You can't separate those two things. You can't say it's love and then somebody's feeling stifled or somebody's feeling smothered in that situation. You have to love in a way that the other person feels free. He used the word allow. Now we're talking about fear. Allow. You can't allow your wife to enter a WhatsApp group. It's not her decision. My wife doesn't like joining a lot of WhatsApp groups. She's just not that. Like, she's cool. Some people, they are more social when it comes to this thing, right? So now you're going to approach that with you're not allowed. I'm not sure exactly what kind of result you're looking to generate with that. It's probably not going to work out well for you if you move in that direction, right? While you still have good intentions, right? They go to church, they want to meet you, so they say hello. They went to Cele, he picked on Celestial churches, right? He picked on redeemed in that conversation. And he said a lot of things prior to this clip that made sense, but then he ended with this, and it's all fear-based and fear-driven. He said nobody should come for you. Nobody's coming for you, brother. The point here is that anything that's fear-based, any strategy that's fear-based when it comes to romantic relationships, either the one that they just started or the one you've been in for 5, 6, 7 years, cannot work. You can't tell people not to join WhatsApp group. Listen, calm down. Controlling tactics is often does not come from a bad intentions place. It comes from you're trying to do the right thing, but it's still controlling and manipulative at the end of the day. They will backfire 100% of the time. Especially if this is second-handed to you. Somebody said this is the strategy. Don't allow your wife to join WhatsApp group. Will it work? It's not going to work, okay? If your wife deemed it right that she doesn't want to, it's too toxic for her, she would decide as an adult when to leave certain WhatsApp group. When crisis shows up, how you respond to them is what matters. It's not you preventing crisis. It's a lose-lose battle when you're trying to prevent crisis when it comes to your romantic relationship. Crisis will happen. It's your skills, the tools and the skills that you have. What kind of skills do you have with regards to responding to crisis and conflict? That's what's going to make a difference. Okay, because you'll be a good person, good intention, and you'll end up in divorce court just because you don't have the right tools and skills, or you're telling yourself that, hey, nobody has all the answers. You tell yourself stuff like that, you will end up in divorce court. And guess what you're probably going to turn around and do? Turn around to something else other than self and blame it. You might blame things like Japa, you might blame WhatsApp, you might blame Celestial Church, you blame Redeemed Christian Church, you blame all these external forces but self. And the truth is that you don't have to blame self either, but you have to hold yourself accountable. Did you have the right skills and tools? You have to hold yourself responsible as an individual, as an adult, especially as a man. Did you have the right skills and tools? If you can't answer that question, you will continue to repeat the same results. Guaranteed. That's a fact of life, and you will continue to blame. But here's what I want you to pay attention to. You will continue to repeat the same results over and over and over. It's applicable to you as a woman too. I'm just saying, you don't have this luxury of not holding yourself accountable as a man. You just don't. You don't. That's the fact of life. It is what it is. It's actually a blessing because you get to pay attention to the direction that your life goes. You get to be, you have the agency of your own life. You wouldn't want it otherwise, where, you know, things just fly in your favor. No, like you want to be in some level of control of your own life. That's what I'm spelling out here. So no. You can't blame WhatsApp. You can't blame Celestial Church. You can't blame Redeem for the demise, or blame Japa, right? It's your responsibility to pay attention to your environment. It's absolutely correct that your environment does have an effect on the people's conduct. Well, some require more responsibility, some it just works in your favor, right? But that's not a good thing either. You want to be in control, right? You want to be able to leverage. Shout out to Shay, who was talking about what's the strength, what's the weakness, what is the opportunity, what are the threats, right? Those are things you're supposed to pay attention to, period, regardless of what environment you find yourself. There's all those 4 things are available wherever you find yourself. So, case in point, you will always have threats and weaknesses to point fingers at if you don't want to take responsibility for your own life. No. This idea that people should not join WhatsApp, that's the least of your issue. Can people join WhatsApp and become the catalyst to the demise of their marriage? Yes. But that's not the main issue. You have to dig in deeper. What happens? That marriage had problems before. What do you think about this? Let me know what your thoughts are about this. I'll see you on the next one, and peace.
miss your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.